I'll continue to take recognitions, and if the Vice President will permit me, I would like to invite the Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Dr. Isa Ali Ibrahim, to please come make his speech. And as he's making his way, I just noticed that when the CEO was talking, he said he lived in Ghana for 15 years. I knew that complexion was acquired.
His Excellency, the Vice President of Nigeria, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, GCON, SAN, the Vice President of Ghana, Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia, represented by the Minister of Monitoring and Evaluation, the Governor or the Executive Governor. I think I can be allowed to use the Executive Governor here, and I hope I will have that immunity at least within this hall. The Executive Governor of Lagos State, my brother Babajide Sanwo-Olu, Chair of House Committee on Telecommunications, the CEO of Airtel, my brother Shegun Ogunsanya, my good friend and brother, Special Advisor to the President, Femi Adeshina, representatives of the governors of Ogun and Osun State, all other protocols duly and respectfully observed. Good evening, and may peace, mercy, and blessings be upon you. I am highly delighted to be here attending this very important event, very motivational indeed. That is Touching Lives by Airtel Nigeria. This event or this activity is very important indeed and is highly commendable. I commend Airtel for this initiative, and I am most appreciative of extending this invitation to me to attend it. Secondly, as I was briefed, this is part of their corporate social responsibility. Corporate social responsibility in many nations is not a regulation, it's not required by law, or rather is not part of what is called hard law, but a soft law. Like in the US, it's a soft law. It has never been passed into law by the country. But many multinational companies feel that it is just like part of their own regulation, just like it is a hard law. There was a discussion in the United Nations even last year whether there is need to make it legally enforceable or not. Many nations are in the support of making corporate social responsibility to be legally enforceable globally. And I think without making it enforceable, a company like Airtel to come up with this initiative, I think is highly commendable. We are most appreciative of that. I am a beneficiary of CSR. During my undergraduate, there was a company in former Bauchi State before Gombe was crafted out of the state on 1st October 1996. There was an examination to choose the best computer undergraduate student from former Bauchi State. Accidentally, I emerged as the overall best student, at least in writing. And I had the privilege of getting scholarship, which automatically made me to be a VIP student on campus. So because of this, I'm a beneficiary of CSR during my undergraduate. Furthermore, if you look at many philanthropists in the world, you will discover that one of the beauties of having wealth is to spend and touch other people's lives positively. There are many examples, like the donation of Warren Buffett is a good example. That of Bill Gates is another example. The donation of Suleiman Al-Rajhi in Saudi, who donated over 75% of his net for CSR. At that time in 2011, according to Forbes magazine, he was among the 100 most richest people globally, but he sacrificed around 18 billion USD at once. Why? Through corporate social responsibility. He established a charitable foundation using his name, Suleiman Al-Rajhi Charitable Foundation, and he sacrificed around 18 billion USD to that foundation. I think there are many good examples. The beauty of having wealth is to touch other people's life positively. David Henry was saying that the only investment that never fails is goodness. What he means by goodness is touching other people's life positively. This is the only investment that never fails in your life. As long as what you get, you touch other people's lives positively, then definitely you have invested in something that is profitable. There is going to be no time that your investment will diminish. And I know one proverb in Arabic which says, "Can you please bring me a stingy person who lives in this world for a long period of time because of that stinginess?" It's impossible. Being stingy cannot make someone to live on this cosmos for even additional hour. And that adage says again, can you bring forward any philanthropist who becomes poor because of that charitable activities? You can't find that. So spending and touching other people's life positively can never make you in any way to be poor. While withholding without touching other people's life can never make you the wealthiest person in your community, country, or globally. And by touching other people's life positively, we are getting many benefits out of that. For example, to Airtel, whenever a company has a good CSR, there are many benefits of that. Number one, brand recognition. It makes their brand to be recognized. Today, I just watched this clip for a few minutes, less than 10 minutes, and I felt like I am in love with Airtel. Why? Because of that. If a company can touch other people's life positively, that will make you to recognize them more and more. So this is part of brand recognition. And secondly, it improves the reputation of that company. Whoever sees what Airtel has been doing, there is no doubt about this, it will go a long way in catapulting their reputation. Number three, it improves their image as well. And this is commendable. 4, customer loyalty. Customers will be loyal to the company that has been touching other people's life positively. When I was watching, I say, how can I touch Airtel's life positively? I say, okay, let me use my calculator and compute my today's salary. So my intention is today or tomorrow, I will use today's salary and buy Airtel top-up. I could either use it to recharge my phone, or I can sacrifice the top-up to other people to use it. So because of this, I think I am highly motivated, and I encourage Airtel to continue on the same track. And finally, with all sense of responsibility and humility, being the minister in charge of our communications and digital economy, I know the challenges facing mobile network operators. And I have been having a discussion with them on how to resolve, like the issue of critical national infrastructure, vandalization of their infrastructure, and many more. Federal government has been working on trying to improve the security and safety of their infrastructure. And at the same time, federal government has directed security agencies to protect critical or rather telecommunications infrastructure all over the country. A letter has been conveyed to all of them to ensure that telecommunications infrastructures are protected all over Nigeria. And I think this is one of the steps that we have taken in order to ensure that the environment is conducive for more investment. And secondly, the issue of right of way. On 21st of this month, I had the privilege of addressing Nigeria Governors Forum through their chairman, the governor of Ekiti State. We discussed extensively and intensively on the issue of right of way. The executive governor of Lagos State, when he came in, is the first thing he mentioned to me. He was not able to attend the meeting, but he was brief about the discussion, and he was even commending me for the presentation I did there. After the deliberation, what the chairman of the Governors Forum said, Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, I assure you from today henceforth, the issue of right of way has been resolved. You don't need to come here again anymore. In addition, some governors there clearly stated that they are willing to give waiver to any mobile network operator that is willing to come to the state and lay their fiber optics or anything there. They are willing to give waiver. Before I left there, 2 governors indicated their interest to give waiver whenever that is required. And they all agreed that as long as they are going to collect something, it will be between the range of 0 naira to 145 naira as agreed during National Economic Council meeting. So this is another issue which I think is also commendable and will go a long way in supporting our mobile network operators to continue to invest more and to ensure there is more broadband penetration all over the country. And finally, the issue of multiple taxations has also been discussed there extensively, which I asked the EVC that was there with me to immediately put it in writing and see what can be done. And I think these are some of the stages that federal government has been taken in order to resolve the challenges you are facing. And this is an encouragement for you to do more of a corporate social responsibility and to invest more here in Nigeria. Thank you very much for listening.
We sure hope you enjoyed this video. For more entertaining video content such as behind the scenes of music videos and movies, music concerts, premieres, interviews, and exclusive gists, subscribe now to our YouTube channel Goldmynetv and be unleashed into a world of super excitement.